to park. Now then, as we can see, same problem I have with the Dodge Dakota, where the collar of the bolt, this is, let me show a cleaner one. This is 1/2 inch by 20 thread, but then the actual shoulder of the stud is larger than the flange and it sticks through. Now I would put the brake rotor back on, but that would be all wobbly and I'd have to tighten things up. So I'm going to attempt by putting a washer on there. Does it go all the way around? The answer is yes. So I'm going to put the washer on here first, and then this is the tool I didn't show before. This is by Lisle, and it has a cone-shaped inner part here, so you can use the cone-shaped nut. That goes in there. You drive this. This centers itself on the stud. At that point, make sure that your washer is then centered, and then you can use the air gun or the electric gun or a breaker bar to go ahead and pull it through. So the washer's on there. This is the tool. It goes bearing side. It's hard to keep that stud in place. For goodness sake. There. Now start your nut. Now you want to be careful because the nut is only going to engage the first few threads, if you're lucky at all. You know what? I got to do it without the washer first because not enough threads to pull onto. But it's okay. The stud can move a little bit before you having to put that washer in place. That shoulder is not going to come through immediately. So we're going to just drive it a little bit, and then we're going to take it off and put the washer back in. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Just that little bit. Now the washer has to go in, but the stud will be a little bit longer because you pulled it in a little bit and it's now firm. And you want to make sure you have that. Now it does fit all the way to flat, so you just have to have it exactly on this line, perpendicular and centered that way. It's going to be off center totally on the circle, but at least up and down you have to have it equal. And then try threading the nut again, which I couldn't do the first time with the washer in place. There we go. Got it. Hand threaded. Now look, there's not a lot of thread engagement there, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's just barely there. But so I'm going to start slowly. That's the big key. Do it slow first. This gun doesn't go slow, but I'll just hit it a little bit. A little bit more. Take a look under here. I'm going to feel it's not down yet, so we'll continue. We don't want to strip this nut if we can help it. It is pulling the stud in. If you saw it before, look under there again. Hopefully you can see that. So it is moving it. That's all we want. You don't want this nut to give up. A little bit more to go. I'll hit that with some PE blast. It's set all the way in. All right, so that's how you do it, very carefully, very slowly, very deliberately. Now look, you got to protect this tool. It's got a ball bearing there, it has no cover on it, so get it right back into your container. When you lay it down on the ground, don't put it bearing down. If you're going to lay it on the dirt or whatnot, you know. And I keep my washers right with it. So I never mentioned this before, but Pep Boys wanted $71 to put in a stud. And for them, this would not take very much time at all. So, just dumbfounding. Alright, I bought new lug nuts. Everything's good. So now to put the rotor back on, and we have a tire problem, so the tire's not going back on yet, but